Hey, it's Sunday again. Welcome back. So I'm drawing. I didn't know what to draw. So I asked this little guy what I should draw. And because I was out of ideas and I didn't know what to do. So I asked him and he came up with the best idea ever with a really good challenge for me. So I was very happy about it. So what did you say?
I said that you maybe could draw Loki from Loki season 2 at the ending when he was holding all the universes and stuff like that together.
Yeah,
So-
and that was awesome. I thought about it and I said, well, that's a pretty good idea. So that's what I will make.
At first, I thought like something about other universes or something like that. So I thought, King. And then, because King was in Loki season 1, Loki just came up in my head. And I felt like normal Loki was just gonna be a bit basic. So I thought that Loki, at the end, when he was holding all the universes together, was a pretty good fit. So, yeah.
That was an awesome idea because the ending was pretty awesome. He sits now in the center of the universe of all reality, holding all the timelines together.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah. So let's start. Let's get this going.
So it is Loki on his throne where he sits in the new Yggdrasil created through the multiverse that he's holding together now. Loki is sitting in the center of the universe or the center of reality, holding together the multiverses. Now, that makes him a real god. I really enjoyed Loki. The first season, not too much, but Loki's an interesting character. I liked the second season more because more were at stake and the finale, of course, was worth it. And I wanted to see Kang more and this guy that eventually became Kang. I knew that he was going to be in season 2 because of the mid-credit scene we got on Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. People don't like that movie. I enjoyed it. I had a good time. I laughed when it was supposed to and didn't when it wasn't supposed to. So I'm ad-libbing here, as you can see. I can't remember exactly how the horns looked. I remember them not being like very beautiful horns like the first Thor movie. They were more like made out of stone, kind of a little bit edgy, a little bit rough. So I made them like that. I can't remember the details more on that part helmet thing that he's wearing. I remember the clothes though, because they were very, very simple, like a toga. He had like a green toga on it. This is what I'm trying to make. And I remember that the throne was like a bit broken. Of course, it was the same that Kang was sitting on. Can't remember what they called him, the man in the end of time. The one that remains. He took over the same throne. I don't know if it was a throne for him, but Loki made it the throne. So here I'm making the multiverses that Loki's holding together. This will be difficult to make because they were glowing. They weren't like real threads. He will hold the whole multiverse threads in one hand. And I want him to look sad. Somebody asked me what kind of pen I used. This is the pen. Somebody asked me, 2 people asked me in the comments, and this is the kind of pen that I use. A 0.61 that I like to draw these lines with and the details with, but I also use thicker ones for the hard shadows and the backgrounds. I always like to make the background black. As we all know, it's what I do. I don't make too much details on the hair or the other things yet. I will make them later with a white ink as I usually do. I'm inking the pencil work I've done so I know what it is I will be working on later. It looks pretty clean after. It's like a flat before coloring, almost. Of course I don't color, but I do sometimes, but I'm never satisfied with what I do. And like I said, he will look sad. I don't believe that he is sad sitting on this throne, having this big duty. I believe that us, the viewers, were more sad than he was. And of course his friends that he left behind were also very sad. But this is the role that he takes. I believe that he will not come back anymore in the MCU. But of course, if the fans demands it and he get the right paycheck, of course he will come back. But they need to make it smart. Not only bring him back, just to bring him back. Of course, I'll take away the pencil work now when I've done the inking. This is what I call cleaning. Maybe everybody else call it cleaning too. And the pencil work can be very hard and it's all over the place. And as long as I know what I'm doing and I know what I will ink on top of it, then it can look how messy that it wants. Now, I didn't ink this horn because this horn is giving me a bit of a headache. Yeah, I'm not satisfied on how it looks because it's looking down, looking sad. And one horn is working and the other one I can't make it work. So I'll make it later. And in the back I have Yggdrasil. I don't know how I'll make it. I will just ad-lib here too, improvise a bit. So here I use a thicker pen for where I know I will have a lot of black, a lot of shadows. And I made the throne behind him broken that he's leaning his back on. And Loki's always black-haired, so we use a lot of black on it. And I'll fix the hair with the white ink momentarily. So all the outer lines, I use this fat pen, and I'll call it the fat pen. Color the background all black without going too close to the lines on Loki, because we don't want to destroy what we've done. Now I need to have like an X-ray vision kind of a thing, so I know what's going on behind this horn. So if you can see the other horn I made before, it didn't go as I wanted. If you can see where I put the horn now, so still not happy about it. You need to go more down. These are the kind of things that sometimes happens when you are doing something completely new that you're not used to or not trained to do. And this is the things that improves you as an artist, and these are the things that makes you better. You can see the pencil work under it. It was crazy, but I made it. I did it. I'm satisfied with this one. So let's clean this up, and we'll see that it kind of fits better. It's not 100% good as I wanted, but it works. It looks good. Yeah. Kind of looks like the horny Loki. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, it's good. I'm satisfied with his horn. So the only thing we have left now is to continue the background. I used the thickest pen on the background, and now I'm going back to the other thick pen that's not very thick to work closer to the lines that I don't want to ruin. And I decided to just make the whole background black and make Yggdrasil with a white ink. Here's a thick one. This is how it looked. This is the one I used to fill the whole background. I could use the other one, but it takes a long time. This one takes time too, but not as much as you can see. This is going much more easier. And I have a lot of black to fill. But it comes with the territory. You need to do it. If I don't, nobody else will do it for me. I work a lot in Photoshop, and I've said it before, you can always just use some clicks and the whole background becomes black in like a couple of seconds. I like to work in Photoshop, and I've done it for many years and kind of left the handmade pencil works aside. I kind of forgot about it, so now I'm back doing it, and I really enjoy it. I'm having a blast. This is something very, very nice and funny. So you can see it all becomes very black. I'm not in a hurry. Now I'm working on details when I finish with the background. because he's going to look sad, because this is what we all believe that he is. You can see the horns have made some 3D effects on it. Now I made the timelines more sharper. Now I'll start the work with the white ink. This is very enjoyable to make and do. I really like this. It looks cool, hey? I made him a bit more long-haired than he is in the series. Well, he's long-haired in the comics, so this is like a mixture of the comics and the Disney Plus series. You see, the hair become pretty awesome. I really enjoyed it. It looks more dramatic. And Loki is a dramatic character, really is. So he's holding the timelines together, and I make some more timelines behind, so we can get a sense of how many there really are, and they are a lot. I believe that the multiverse and the timelines, there's no end to it and to them. They always explain it like every decision you take that have choices, they can spread out and become a new timeline. Because every choices, you either go through the door or you don't, and those two choices become a timeline. So in one timeline you enter, in another timeline you didn't. So they are infinite. I don't know if you can see or understand that those are timelines, but maybe we need to use our imagination. So now I'll start with Yggdrasil, the tree behind him, in white ink, and I'm ad-libbing here too, hoping that it will turn out looking like a tree. It kind of looks like lightning at the moment. I hope the result would show it as a tree, and everybody will understand, well, that's Yggdrasil, of course. The world tree that's now become the multiversal tree. Everybody wants a reunion between Loki and Thor. And of course they're making a new Thor movie too, so we'll never know. So I hope you enjoyed this week. I hope you will come back next Sunday. I said it before and I said it again. I'll try to go live one day, but I will announce it. So you guys can draw together with me. We can all sit together and draw and making the same thing. And of course you decide what I will make. So welcome back, please, and follow and subscribe, and you'll have a good one.